Oh shit, am I on right now? Blah, 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 blah. That's what's up, man. Okay. Okay. I'm on right now. Bet. Man, it's my live stream, first live stream, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Pound for Pound Boxing channel. You know what I'm saying? Your host Frederick. What we got? Which one should I do? Charlo and Harrison rematch. Or should I do Danny Jacobs and Chavez Jr.? I'm gonna start with that bullshit. First of all, Danny Jacobs, I don't even care. I really don't. Chavez Jr., I don't give a shit. Like, I feel like, okay, what happens with the fight? Whoever wins. What happens? What is this? What's on the line? What happens next? I feel like Danny Jacobs, you know, he needs obviously a comeback fight. You know, he lost to Canelo. He did okay. I think, you know, Canelo was just too much for him. Too skilled. Danny Jacobs he came in the weight that he wanted to do. He was already kind of, you know, barely making 160 anyway. He didn't do much in that, and this is his comeback fight. And obviously Chavez Jr., because he is a name, a very big name, especially in the Mexican community, because of his father. You know, you got to play off of that and get that victory or whatever. And plus, let's be real, Chavez Jr., he dropped the ball, man. He hasn't done nothing in a lot of fights. I think he came back and he recently got a victory over some dude in Mexico. He got the whole didn't want to. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. Yeah, didn't want to take give a sample to like a Vada people, so they had to go, you know, and have a hearing about that. The fight was moved from Vegas to Arizona because of him. You know what I'm saying? It's too much, dude. You basically a fucking punching bag. Let's be real. Chavez Jr. is a punching bag. He's a punching bag with a big name. He's like a $1 million punching bag, basically. Because you know you're gonna get in there, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get a payday because of who he is, because he's just, you know, he's a beneficiary of his father. That's all it is. His father's legacy. It's exactly who he is. Jacobs needs that win. It's kind of his introduction to 68. You know, but then the fight was moved to like the weight was moved to 173 because Chavez came in like 4 pounds over. Like, what the and he lost $1 million because of that. You know, they had Rosado on standby just in case Chavez messed up. You know, I don't even know this whole specifics, but there was a little, not an altercation, but there was like a Gabe Rosado and Danny Jacobs had kind of got into it. They were in each other's faces, you know, talking shit to each other in the lobby of a hotel room in Arizona, in the lobby of the hotel in Arizona. And I mean, Danny Jacobs, you know, sat there. He's like, I appreciate you, bro. You know, you got me an extra million, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the specifics on that. I think if I don't even know. I can't even speak on that. You know, just some deal that they made or something like that with Eddie Hearn and Chavez Jr. if he didn't make weight, or if Rosado would step in, you know what I'm saying, take over, you know, it'd be a replacement opponent. It just, the whole thing it's sad. If you can't sign a guy to a contract, know he's going to be there, know he's going to be in shape. He's got Freddie Roach as his coach. His dad is a legend. Like, what other motivation do you want? You want to get out of your father's shadow. You want to be your own man, but you don't want to do the work. Like, I'm going to tell you this, the moment I was kind of questioning Chavez Jr. was when they did the, I think it was like a 24/7 or something on HBO when he fought Sergio Martinez. Freddie Roach literally had to come into his house and have him kind of work out and do pad work in the front room. This man was standing in his drawers, eating a big ass bowl of cereal in the house, just standing there. Not taking training serious, waking up super late. They doing pad work and working out in the kitchen. They done pushed all the couches and the furniture on the wall. I'm sitting there looking like, shouldn't you be in the gym doing that shit? I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. It's stupid to me. But you know, that's him. That's exactly what it is. That's just him, bro. That's Chavez Jr. Can't never take him serious. And then of course, you know, the Canelo fight, trash. I was like, oh yeah, he talking shit to Canelo. Yeah, Canelo don't like that. Okay, we're gonna make this thing happen. All right, cool. We're gonna do something. Bet. And then he gets in there and does absolutely nothing. That's what makes me mad. You get in there and you do absolutely nothing in the Canelo fight. That's why I lost all respect for Chavez Jr. Then you come in, you say you ready to go. I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's like maybe it's let's give him another chance, and he keeps letting you down over and over again. Why the fuck do we keep giving him chances? Why does he keep getting opportunities? Somebody please tell me that. Why does Chavez Jr. keep getting opportunities for fights? Tell me. What has he done to deserve opportunities in fights, in big fights? He's not. He sucks. He's trash. Can we be real about it? He doesn't do anything. I feel like all promoters need to get together until he proves otherwise and he works his way back. He takes all this, does all the drug tests, shows up, makes weight, everything consistently. Then he can earn his spot back. But you fighting Chavez, you just gonna fight a fucking puncher bag. For real, you just gonna be there. He's a big money puncher bag. Like I said, $1 million puncher bag. Who won it? You know what I'm saying? But I see Chavez. I don't know if I see him getting stopped. I see probably Danny Jacobs going 12 with him, but 12 easy rounds, dominating Chavez Jr. I don't know if he gets knocked down. I don't know. I think Danny Jacobs cruises to an easy victory because, I don't really like Danny Jacobs that much either. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't care. That's how I feel. I don't, whatever. Chavez Jr., don't really give a shit. Danny Jacobs, not good, not bad. The highlight of Danny Jacobs to me is the fight against Triple G. I was upset. I feel like the second half, I feel like the whole fight he was back and forth. The only way Triple G won that fight is because of the knockdown. Other than that, I feel like Danny Jacobs won that fight. But I can't get mad about it because of the knockdown. Triple G obviously doesn't want that type of fight again. Danny Jacobs was a big middleweight, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm just going to move on from this shit. Danny Jacobs, he cruises to an easy victory over Chavez Jr. He's going to be, Chavez Jr. is trash. Can't take him serious. The whole weight had to be moved to like 173 because he didn't want to come in and weight. So whatever, I'm done with that shit. Now, and that fight actually happens tonight. I'm probably watching because there's nothing else to watch. Whatever. They got Maurice Hooker on the card on the zone. They got Maurice Hooker on the card. Who else they got on there? You got a couple people on there. I think Josh Kelly or something. I don't know. Whatever. I don't give a shit. But hope everybody on the card comes in, walks out the ring the same way they came in, and get back to their family. That's the most important thing. We have to understand, and a lot of these casuals have to understand that these guys are putting their life on the line for us to entertain us, and we have to respect that. So it is what it is. But I see an easy victory for Jacobs. Now, Charlo Harrison 2, I'm watching the first one right now again for like the 5th time. And I'm kind of seeing what everybody's doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as Charlo and Harrison. Obviously, the build-up to it is ridiculous. As the first one ended, I'm sure everyone has already seen the promo and stuff. The first one ended controversial. Harris, 3 judges gave it to Harrison, unanimous decision. It was a close fight. I felt like watching it live, I could see how Charlo won that fight because he was coming on strong in the end. When I go back and watch it, it's a lot of rounds in there, especially in the first half of the fight where Harrison got those rounds. I'm literally watching, what is this? I'm on like round 5, round 6. You know what I'm saying? And things that I see, I didn't really pay attention to watching it live at the time. Because at the time, I believe Tony Harrison was a replacement opponent. So we just kind of expected Charlo to kind of knock him out, run him over kind of thing. But the things that I seen as far as Jermell, he doesn't move his head, man. Let's be real. He doesn't move his head. He comes in. He just powers up. You know what I'm saying? He just tries to explode with power and try to get you up out of there. He's very flat-footed. That's what Tony Harrison kind of took advantage of. Tony Harrison took his time, did a lot of jabbing, movement. You know what I'm saying? He was making Charlo kind of mixing it up as far as chasing him and halfway trying to walk him down. But Tony Harrison was standing his ground. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of exchanges. It was a lot of both. I feel like both guys, they kind of respected each other's power. It was a lot of. It was a chess match. It was a chess match. That's all it was. It was a chess match in there, man. Um, that's how I seen it. I feel like Charlo came on strong in the second half of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the, hold on, yeah, and then you look at I'm looking at the unofficial scorecard that PBC has. They had Charlo like up like the first 5 rounds and stuff. I think they gave 1 round to Tony Harrison. But if you watching it live, it all depends on how you score fight number one. But if you watching it, it's like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, okay, Tony Harrison got that one. Tony Harrison got that one. He did more work in that one. He landed the cleaner punches in that. You know what I'm saying? He's staying busier. You know what I'm saying? He's making Charlo miss. You know what I'm saying? Charlo's not really doing that much. Not much more than Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison's doing more work. I feel like both guys respected each other's power. It's respect in there. They both respected each other. But at the end of the fight, after they read off, unanimous decision, Tony Harrison, Charlo gets on the mic and after Tony Harrison says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you the rematch. You gave me the shot. I'm gonna give it back to you." All Charlo had to say was, "I bet. Let's run that back. Cool. I respect it." He wanted to say, "Oh, you told me that. You lost this fight," and that's where the loss of respect comes from. That's why Tony Harrison says, he said it in a press conference yesterday. He was like, man, he questioned, my integrity. He questioned me as a man. He called me a liar, and all I got is my name. That's why I lost all respect for Charlo, and I respect that. You can't help but respect that. And I feel like the mind games, Tony Harrison coming in, I think he's off. Been off for a year. He supposedly faked the injury to prolong the fight. There's some more mind games playing with Charlo, killing Charlo in the microphone every press conference. Charlo is not good on he's okay on the mic, but Tony Harrison was dogging him, saying he was mentally weak, say he's a broken man, calling him a hoe, calling him a cornball. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty bad. I feel like Tony Harrison is definitely in Charlo's mind. I feel like Charlo's one of those dudes that if I can't get my way, it upsets me. I'm used to getting my way, so when I can't get my way, I can't get this guy up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem for me. Movement is a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Harrison's his last 2 losses, they came late in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I remember Jared Hurd called him late. I was mad about that. I was like, damn, called his ass late. And I'm not sure who else called him late, but I remember seeing, I can't think of the dude's name, called him like at least in the 9th round, second half of the fight. So I think Tony Harrison comes in this fight. He's like, you know what, I'm going to take my time. You know what I'm saying? That way in the second half of the fight, I don't fade. You know what I'm saying? I don't leave those opportunities open for me to get countered or just get lazy in a certain area and I get caught. So I'm going to take my time, break him down. The longer the fight goes, the easier it'll be. You know what I'm saying? The more frustrating I can make for Charlo. You know what I'm saying? At the time, Charlo was used to touching dudes and getting up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Laying them out. But you got a dude that can throw with you. You going to feel his power just like, I feel your power. I can move. You know what I'm saying? I can jab. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to stand my ground. But I'm going to stand my ground at angles. Plus, I believe Tony Harrison has a 3.5 or 3 inch reach advantage. So that's an even bigger thing. That's good. I'm on round 7 like right now in the first fight with Charlo and Harrison. And Charlo's trying to, throw punches and bunches, trying to get him up out of there. And Tony Harrison's still standing there. You know what I'm saying? He's still jabbing, frustrating Charlo, working angles, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird. It's like he's mixing it up. It's like, I'm coming in with the high guard. I'm going to jab with you. I'm going to act like I want to slug it out with you. As soon as you get close to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to come in with a different angle. And I'm going to start moving. I'm going to start coming in at an angle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not just standing there toe-to-toe like Charlo want. Or when he does, then I'm going to grab you. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to hit you with some shit and make you grab me. I'm gonna hit you with some shit and frustrate you. You gonna come in, I'm gonna time you. You gonna try to come in and try to get me up out of there and throw punches and bunches. I'm gonna time you every time. Pull counter, jab you. You know what I'm saying? Hit you with an overhand right, then move at an angle so you got to come and try to find me. That's crazy. And it was really good. Tony Harrison can box, man. Charlo is a puncher. Tony Harrison can box. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, you know what? I respect that he's taking his time in this fight. And I have no issue with that. Take your time. Do what you got to do. Just bank them rounds. Get them rounds in the bank, man. You know what I'm saying? There's adjustments that need to be made. Harrison, I don't think he has any adjustments he needs to make. Unless he's going to just switch from taking his time to just being a slugger and try to get him up out of there. Charlo is the one that really has to make all the adjustments. He has to be ready for everything. Because I don't think he was ready for everything that Harrison brought to the table in the first fight. And at the same time, he has to have a strong mentality, keep his mind game right, and don't get over emotional, man, because it's an emotional thing, especially in the press conferences. They've been killing each other, talking shit, straight shit. Oh, you had to go down to Florida to take your camp to Florida and blah, blah, blah. And like, Tony Harrison was like, so what does that have to do with anything? I took my family, I took all my team there. This is where we went to train. What are you talking about? Charlo just sitting there looking stupid. Like, I don't know, man. Charlo's got to stay strong. He got to, I know all the talking, all the frustrating, all the press conferences, all the back and forth, all the, in each other's face and stuff. Man, if Charlo, I think it's a lot on the line for Charlo. If Charlo don't hold himself accountable, keep his emotions in check, stick to the game plan, listen to your corner, do something you didn't do in the first fight. You were not listening to your corner. You know what I'm saying? But if he stays strong, handles his business, takes his time, the knockout will come. And that's nothing. He didn't go to Tony Harrison's body at all. He didn't go to his body. I didn't see hardly no body work. You go to the body work, Tony Harrison will slow down. That's where the second half of the fight comes into play. You go to the body work, bank them body shots. Second half, he slows down. Then you catch him and go in with your flurries. Then you explode with your power. But you got to get early rounds, bank the body shots, you know what I'm saying? And then you smother him and get him up out of there and try and walk him down. But be mindful of Tony Harrison's power. He has power as well. Keep your emotions in check. Listen to your corner. Like I said, that's how you win, man. Listen to your corner, emotions in check, do some early body work, jab, get those early rounds in the bank. And then hypothetically, if the fight does go long and you happen to get a knockdown, then guess what? You secured the fight. You know what I'm saying? The fight is in the bank. You good. Get your title back. Go back. The winner of this is said to be unifying with Julian Williams, J-Rock. That's what's signed. Everything's signed up. They're ready to go. But that has to happen. We got to make sure everything is straight. So that's how Charlo wins the fight, man. But if Charlo loses, I don't know what he's going to do. Will you stay at 54, try to do what? Or just move up to 60 and then work your way back up? It's a lot on Charlo, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. And the way I lost, imagine you standing there, you're like, I got this in the bag, I get it. Next thing you know, unanimous. And then the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He seems like a very emotional guy. He's so unnecessary with it, though. It's like you're over emotional and you're just doing too much. That's what I think Tony Harrison, realizes and recognizes. And I've ran into a couple guys like that. It's like, dude, you trying to prove something. Like, who are you trying to show off for? Like, you're doing too much, dude. You really tripping right now. But yeah, man, that's how I break down the fight. That's how I see it. Those guys do that, they're gonna secure easy victories. I think it all depends on what Tony Harrison shows up. If we got the boxer, Charlo's got to make the adjustments. If we got the puncher, that's right up Charlo's alley. But yeah, man, the second half of the fight, Tony Harrison kind of switched it up a little bit. Now I'm on round 8, so, I feel like now they're starting to kind of slug a little bit, and that's where Charlo starts kind of getting rounds and stuff. But if Tony Harrison would have just stayed, I mean, it don't matter. The motherfucker won unanimous by 3 decisions, three judges. So I don't see how anybody can say, oh, he lost that. 3 judges say the man won the fight. All 3 of them. So everybody was wrong. All 3 judges said the man won the fight. What can you argue about that? I can see if it was one judge and another judge had it close. One judge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be okay with a draw. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, watching it live, especially the second half of the fight, I feel like, oh, Charlo got this. But then if you go back, like I said before, you go back and watch the entire body of work, round by round, see who's doing what, see who's winning these rounds. That's how you see Tony Harrison win this fight. But anyway, hit that. Make sure you hit that like button, man. So hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna enjoy this weekend of boxing. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's raining here. I'm in Jacksonville, so and it's raining here. I don't even care, man. It's gonna be a nice. I might cook something up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ordering no pizza or no crazy shit. I think I might cook it up, man. But yeah. And there was news that Jarrett Hurst said he wants to get his titles back. So you know, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going to happen. This fight has a lot of things riding on it. You got a unification, you know, in the next fight. Whoever wins this fight, the loser, Tony Harrison. I think he's still a star. I like how he talk on the mic. You know, I like his charisma. I like the man can box. You know, maybe him and Jarrett Hurd running back. I don't know. Maybe him and Lara could fight. I don't know. Austin Trout. I don't know. You know, Austin Trout always kind of, you know, I don't know. I heard he's going back to 147 or something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even think he know what he's doing. But yeah, man, that's how I got for the Jarrett Hurd. I mean, not Jarrett Hurd. That's how I got for Tony Harrison Charlo the rematch. I'm looking forward to it, man. I believe the weigh-in. Oh, what time is it? Shit, weigh-in might be on right now. It's about 4. Yeah, weigh-in probably just happened. But yeah, man, we gonna see. I believe. You know, let me check. Matter of fact, I'm going to check this shit right now because I don't want no issues with none of that. I'll check it after. I'm looking this shit up. I don't want to hit. And this is my first time going, yeah, it's my first time going live. So, you know, y'all bear with me, man. Ride with me. Hit that like button, comment, man. Get all participation, you know what I'm saying? Be all in the description, man. I don't care about nothing. I'll talk boxing with you all day. That's all I think about, all I talk about, all I care about. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about going to the Tank fight in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's a 4-hour drive. I don't know. I just don't know if I need to. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't want to. It's like, do I need to go? Already going to Fury. You know, Tyson Fury and Deontay. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder. Whenever they make the announcement, my shit is already booked up. So whatever. But anyway. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. I'm about to get off here. I got to go eat something, man. I'm gone. Oh, my God. How do I end this shit? I'm trying to end this shit, man. I done fucked up. It's my first time. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm trying to get this shit together. I'm using it on my phone for whatever reason. I know. Yeah, man. Trying to end this whole thing right now, bro. But anyway, I'm gone.